In the bottom left playing Emeric, we have Mr.Cat versus CleanerCode playing Elodie. Ooh, interesting.
I think we can assume Greenfinger was banned.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm assuming it
Oh
was like,
no, Mr. Cat misclicked the sword, I think, there. Not capturing the village.
maybe? Yes, that's what it looks like. Oh, right, yeah. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's 200 gold down in the opening. That's not where you want to start the game.
And yeah, something has to now spend a turn capturing that as well, so... And there we go, sword does the trick. But that sword, I think, would have been a tile further up, and... Yeah, so it's 200 gold, and like one unit's like slightly out of position now. CleanerCode does go for the hideout capture. We've seen some people skipping it, we've seen some people waiting until they get their opponent's hideout, so...
Alright, I seem to both go for it.
And, oh, thinking about it, Elodie's probably really strong on this map for the same reason Sigrid is, because your opponent will naturally make a big heavy hitter unit to stop your commander. Like, normally it's golems, sometimes it's dragons. And Elodie's great at that. Like, she can just be like, it's my golem now. All of a sudden you're
Yeah,
fighting your strongest unit.
she is like slower charge, so... But she has more impact. I guess it depends how you want to play it, but I definitely prefer Elodie over Sigrid on this map.
I said Sigrid is actually, this is unironically a good Sigrid map. It's always fun to see.
Ooh, CleanerCode going pretty deep here.
Yeah, he does have the units to back it up though.
Yeah, I think this should be fine, especially since that village is still like 100% HP.
Yeah. Ooh, we're
He is
seeing.
also pretty close to having Groove, so Mr. Can't, Mr. Cat can't like hit Elodie too much, or she'll get Groove.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because like you don't want to just grab the golem this turn. Especially because like a mage could jump up and heal her too. So. Ooh, but I like this. Like, CleanerCode just doing some baiting tactics, hitting the side villages now with the dragon and the golem. Or the knight, I should say. The golem's there to back up. Just kind of
Yeah,
swinging
that's
around where Emeric isn't.
basically Emeric got Groove because CleanerCode was kind of harassing that left village at the beginning, but now Emeric's Groove isn't really impactful.
And Mr.Cat,
Elodie is a bit stranded here.
I was
She
gonna
does have
say,
95% Groove, but you know, she's could get awkward, I think.
it looks like she's fine. A lot of these units are gonna go down that are near her. And oh wow, just like picking off so much stuff now. So many units getting killed, like this village in the center getting recaptured. Means CleanerCode now has a bigger actually, yeah, all the center villages are cleaners. And I do not believe that there's any kind of lethal potential here. So we're just
Yeah,
gonna see.
Elodie also has Groove, so you can't really poke her anymore. Because
There's a sword
up
at her.
until now,
Because I guess why not? There's a golem at her? I guess that injures the golem, but no, just gonna concede.
mm,
I guess I would have liked to have seen
yeah,
what CleanerCode would have done on their turn, but
yeah, because it's still awkward because you need to free Elodie so that she can groove the golem from a safe spot, right? And you can't walk through the water. I guess the golem could have just died and then CleanerCode is so far ahead at this point that
Yeah,
it doesn't really make sense playing anymore.
but Mr.Cat realizing, I mean, there was that first mistake on like turn 1, right? And then you're making a mistake on turn 1, you're so far behind from that point. It actually really does have a big spiral effect across the whole map. Or match even. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like this is a map where like 200 gold in the opening can like snowball into uh very bad a very bad situation quite quickly. Like you can get your first nights delayed, which means that you don't flip the village. Uh, well, actually, Mr. Cat barely flipped that village that starts on the opposing side, and yeah, I think that's also because of that 200 gold. He couldn't afford the units that can kill the village as early as he wanted.